And welcome to the Marcus and Mike Show, guys, where I've had two left feet since the age of 3. Marcus,
Oh wow,
how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just watching a little Colin Cowherd show where it's he spins it his way. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, he
yeah.
does.
I mean, he'll be factual and stuff that he says, and then he'll throw in a little bit of nah, that's not really true, dude. And he kind of spins the numbers his exact the way he wants them.
Yep.
So he does a good job at what he does, but like I said, he spins it his way.
Yeah. So, I was actually going to start the show off with some Cowboys trivia, but
Okay.
since you said that, this spurred my mind just a little bit. Jay Z Rockefeller, his agency,
Right.
whatever the company is referred to as,
Right.
joined with the NFL to bring entertainment value to the halftime shows and that kind of thing. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that that'll be good for the NFL?
Sure. I mean, the NFL brand is huge, and I mean, it's the biggest thing going. I mean, it's crazy. The NFL is a monster. I mean, we can talk NBA. NBA's fun to watch. Major League Baseball's fun to watch, but the NFL is where it's at. I mean, everybody's watching on Sunday, whether you're gambling or fantasy football, or you're rooting for teams to lose, teams to win. Um, so yeah, halftime show's fun. Now, when you go to the games, I've seen no halftime show. I mean, I have missed. Let me tell you something. I was at the Super Bowl 27 in 1993, and everybody was like, "Oh man, Michael Jackson at halftime," and my family's like, "Oh, you're gonna see." Man, I spent the 20 minutes in the long line at the restroom, man. Like I miss. I mean, I've missed some big time bands that have performed at halftime, man. That's when I use the bathroom, or if I don't have to go to the bathroom, I'm in line to get my chili cheese dog, man.
Right,
I'm getting my pizza. I don't have time to. I got to get back for the beginning of the third quarter, and sometimes you don't even make it back for that.
right.
So I'm more worried about using the bathroom or getting my chili cheese hot dog or my pizza or my hamburger or my chicken strips than worried about watching Vanilla Ice or
Right.
Vanilla Ice. I missed Vanilla Ice halftime. I think I missed AC/DC one time at halftime. Like, dude,
Hmm.
I missed Michael Jackson. Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
I'm
say
not
you've
so.
been there though. You can say
Yeah,
you saw him in concert, kind of, I guess, or you heard him
yeah,
in concert.
yeah. Can you imagine if everybody did what I did and then like Michael, they get out there and like there's no fans.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what though? I mean, really, like out of the 75,000 people that are there usually at the stadium, about 25,000 are walking around or out. So there's only like
Right.
it's very,
Hmm.
yeah, that's very sporadic. Everybody usually leaves at that time, and I'm one of those.
Yeah, I really feel like the halftime entertainment is for the people at home
Right,
because like I can get up and go to the bathroom
right,
and
right,
in a commercial break and then go get some more cheese queso and
right.
be back before the commercial breaks over. So
Yeah,
I see what they're trying to do is they're trying to
I do
bring
too.
more viewers in, and but the biggest thing that like I saw the interview. It was Jay Z, Roger Goodell, and then a bunch of support staff.
Hmm.
They kept bringing up Kaepernick. Are you Do you think with the Jay Z coming to the NFL and like helping him out that this is going to spur a Kaepernick comeback?
No, I don't know. I mean, Kaepernick did get $10 million
Yeah,
from the NFL, like as a
the
that's what the
collusion
court
thing or
said.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think they still are in collusion. Look, listen. I don't give. I could care less about Colin Kaepernick's political views. I
Hmm.
mean, I really don't. I wasn't. It's weird. I wasn't behind him, but I wasn't for him. Like in other
Right.
words,
I'm the
and
same
I
way.
really don't care. I don't care. I don't care what the players do during the national anthem. I don't think we've ever even talked about this. I really don't. If all of them had to go use last second bathroom while the national anthem's being playing, if they want to sit down, if they want to pray,
Hmm.
if they want to get some tape, some extra tape, I don't care. That's what our soldiers, and my father is a vet, my brothers are a vet. They're fighting over there for our freedom so that we can have the freedom to
Exactly.
during the national
Exactly.
anthem. If I want to go take a crap, I can. Now I choose not to. Listen, I make my family. I mean, I don't make them, but they stand up like I do. There's no dictatorship. They stand up like I do. But that's my family. That's what I'm concerned about. I don't care if an NFL player wants to spit, fart, go use the bathroom during the national anthem. If he wants to pray, if he wants to kneel, if
Hmm.
he wants to thank God, like his mother gave him 22 years and now she's not here and that's his time he does that. I don't care. I don't even see why anybody else would care either. The Kaepernick thing's a little weird to me. Listen, he should be playing. Like I said, I have no affection for him or against him. You know what I mean? But like right now, Jerry Jones isn't going to do this. But if right now, Colin Kaepernick, they signed Colin Kaepernick today and they said, hey, you're going to do everything Dak's doing. You're going to be his backup for the next 5 years. And if he gets hurt, you go in and you're going to learn the Cowboy. You're going to learn what John Kitna and Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett are teaching. And we're getting rid of Cooper Rush and we're getting rid of Mike White and everybody else. I'll be fine with that. Now, you'd have a whole lot of people get upset about it, which I think is dumb. Michael, I'm trying to win football games. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let me just let you in on a little secret too, Michael. If the enemy bombs us, they're not bombing Democrats and Republicans. They're bombing all of us.
You're 100% correct.
I don't care like what person, how they think. I'm trying to win football games. I'm trying to win wars.
Yeah.
So I don't care what,
Yeah. And
so anyway, so yes, Kaepernick should be on a team somewhere.
See, and I don't think he is that good. If he was that good, he would be on an NFL team, I think, somewhere, or in the Canadian League, like just as a given. I think he would be on a team.
I halfway agree with you. If you looked at his numbers in his last 20 games, they weren't as good as his first 40 or whatever.
Right.
He digressed. Okay. But I would be hard pressed to believe if you gave him the tutelage of even Jason Garrett and Kellen Moore and John Kitna. John Kitna's seen everything. Mm-hmm. John Kitna right now is really teaching. He's the best teacher. I'm going to be honest. At Cowboy camp, John Kitna is the best teacher of the quarterback position right now at Cowboys camp. It's not Jason Garrett and it's not Kellen Moore.
You're right.
Dak Prescott is learning more from John Kitna in this past few months than he probably ever has from Jason Garrett and Kellen Moore. You can't tell me that you'll be hard pressed to convince me that Colin Kaepernick would not thrive or at least be a decent backup where he could come in and go, oh shit, damn, Dak's going to miss 2 games. Kaepernick, just hold out the fort, baby.
See, I would be on board with you if this was 2 years ago. But he hasn't taken a NFL snap. He hasn't taken a snap, period, in 3+ years now.
That's true, Michael, but he's not 40 either.
True.
I just think if he got acclimated back into it.
Okay.
But look, it ain't going to happen. So, I mean, we're stuck with Cooper Rush and Mike White. I just think that's a mistake.
For another week.
And he has to go to the right system, like with the system that Dak runs. Like Kaepernick would be decent behind that.
Yeah,
I don't
right
think he could go behind Tom Brady and learn everything. Like,
no.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not doing that. But I think Kaepernick would be a decent backup. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he could start all 16 games and we'd go 12-4. No, we'd probably go back to 8-8 or whatever,
Yeah.
But so I think he'd be a decent backup, and that's just me. But hey, if part of the thing is we don't know what they said. They gave him a few $1 million. I've heard it's 10 from a reliable source. And they may have given him that $10 million and said, hey, go away.
Right.
Go to the XFL, but you're not playing in the NFL. And if he accepted that, then he can't cry about it and say, oh, man, I'm not on an NFL roster,
Yeah,
so we don't really know what they told him. So
yeah, and ever since that case has kind of ended itself, we really haven't heard a lot about him until this whole Jay-Z thing. And I don't know if it was a planted question or some rogue reporter decided to bring that up.
Right. Also, Michael, if he really loves football and they told him to go away, I would take my $10 million and I'd go have fun and play in the XFL and try to be the XFL MVP.
Yeah, or the Canadian League even. I think he would. I think he would do pretty good in the Canadian League. And plus, think about
when you play and you have that peace of mind. You're not playing for money. You are playing for money. You are getting paid. But I got $10 million in the bank.
Plus that deal from Nike that he signed.
Yeah.
So,
see,
I mean,
he's not hurt. So if he really loves football, he's not hurting for money. Just like you said, he has the Nike thing. So if he really loves football, he's going to be in the XFL or the Canadian Football League.
It is just like Tim Tebow playing in AA baseball. He had a cushion job being a SEC analyst. He doesn't need the money, or it's just a love of the game here. So kind of got that out of the way. So now let's really start the show here with some Cowboys trivia. Marcus, you are the smartest man I
And let,
know sports
right.
wise.
Let's
So
put a disclaimer on it. You haven't discussed with me these trivia, so
none
people
at
think
all.
like not at all. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're about to ask me.
I went on a Google search. I did Dallas Cowboys trivia. That there were some easy ones, and then some were like, "Damn, I don't like." I had to click, and click just to get
Right,
the just to get the just get the right answer. So
right.
I'm going to ask you five questions that the normal fan probably does not know, I'm pretty sure you would know it because you are a lifelong Dallas Cowboys
Okay.
fan here. So the first trivia question that I have for you is, what year did the NFL grant the expansion to Dallas? Was it 58, 60, 62, or 64?
No, a Dallas Inception was 1960.
Yep.
So
There you go.
yeah,
Perfect. See, just like that. Easy peasy.
yeah, that was easy. Yeah.
Next question was, what Cowboy holds the NFL record for most passes to start a career with no interception?
Oh wow, that's a good one. It's not Troy Aikman, because yeah, Troy Aikman was a rookie. Like to start his career as a rookie, or like whenever he just started his career.
So the question was, started his career. So from his very first regular season pass to the first interception. So it could be second year player, third
Yeah,
year
I mean
player.
it's not.
Yeah.
I'll eliminate some people. It ain't Tony Romo because Tony Romo had a bad Monday night, but I saw the talent against the Giants. Even though he threw a couple of picks, you saw the talent. Like wow, that guy's talented. Wow, man, that's a man. You might have got me. The Danny White.
Think of a recent quarterback.
Oh, really? A recent one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Quincy Carter. I mean, I really have no idea. No, Quincy threw interceptions. Drew Bledsoe.
Nope.
I really don't. That's a.
So the answer is Dak
What
Prescott.
decade are we in? Oh, it's Dak.
Yeah. So
Oh, Dak. Yeah.
yep. So Dak
Oh, so,
Prescott threw 176 passes before throwing his first interception,
I
breaking
wonder whose record he broke. Don Meredith or Craig Morton?
Tom Brady's record of 162.
Right. I wonder what Cowboy record he broke.
Oh, that I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
have
But
that
yeah.
down.
I mean, I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, Dak. Okay, that was staring me in the face because Dak has thrown 67 touchdowns in his career and 25 interceptions.
Yep.
That's almost a 4-to-1. That's almost a 4-to-1 ratio. That is. Oh well, I take that back. That's almost a 3-to-1 ratio. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's
like really
very,
like, that's
very
one of
good.
the
That
best.
is
That's very good.
$30 million worth of good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's $30 million because he doesn't, he doesn't matriculate the ball downfield as so like some others do. But that's pretty impressive. Yeah, you know what he does? He goes through some stretches where he doesn't throw interceptions. I remember that. And then I think some guy online told me, he goes, "Oh, he's thrown 3 pick sixes, or he's thrown 4 of them, which is a lot. That is a lot, right?"
Right.
But do you remember those pick sixes?
I don't.
Okay, I'll let me refresh your memory. 2 of them went right through Des Bryant's hands into the safety or cornerback, and then the other one went right through the Hall of Famer Terrence Williams' hands, number 83 in your Cowboy program. Like he just caught it and he's fumbled around. He just lost the ball in the air,
Yeah.
and then they went the other way. So 3 or 4 of Dak's pick sixes should have been completions for first downs. So I had to let the guy know that online. Like, dude, I watch this stuff. You're not gonna look up stats and tell me I watched the games, dude.
Right. So this is why I enjoy talking sports with you so much. It's because you watch a game and you don't get outside
Right.
influence. So this
Trivia.
this question, I'm not for sure if the answer is correct because I don't know how far they went
Okay.
back, but the question that was asked was which Cowboy. So, I'm sorry. Who was the first Cowboy to win a MVP?
Like an MVP of the league?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't think Roger Staubach did. He might have. I don't remember. Emmitt Smith was league MVP though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it wasn't.
that is
Yeah.
the correct answer. They did say he was the first one, but like I was thinking the same thing you were. Like I can't believe that Roger Staubach never won a MVP.
Roger Staubach was probably the best quarterback of his era. I know Terry Bradshaw will probably get some votes there, but Roger was just simply amazing. You know, Tom Brady finally broke Roger's record in terms of playoff winning. Home winning percentage.
Really?
Yeah. So because I mean Roger. You know what Roger's win loss record is? You won't believe this is awesome. Ready for this one?
Ready?
He's won 85 and lost 29.
Wow.
Yeah, like his winning percentage is like second to Tom Brady.
That is why Cowboys are called the America's team, because of
And
that record right there.
it is. And in the 70s, the Dallas made 8 NFC Championship games. Can you imagine? That's Roger.
Yeah.
So can you imagine? Only 2 years Dallas wasn't in the NFC. Roger played 10 seasons, right? Because his naval commitment, he played from 28 years old to 38 years old. So he didn't start till he was 28.
Mm-hmm.
In those 10 seasons, he played in 8 NFC Championship games. That sounds crazy. That's a lot of winning.
That is a lot of winning, and that is America's team for you.
And Dallas went 5-3 in those 8 NFC Championship games.
So people are going to say, well, I'd rather go 4-0 than 5-3, right, or something like that.
No, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That's dumb because you're making it every year. Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah.
All right. So the next question that I have for you: which Cowboy set the NFL record with a 99-yard run on Monday Night Football versus the Minnesota Vikings?
It was January 3rd, 1983. I was watching in my living room. I was 9 years old, and Tony Dorsett took it to the house against the Vikings.
There you go. Perfect answer, man.
I know the date. I only know. The only thing I don't know is the time. It was probably 9 o'clock. I don't know.
Right. All right.
Monday Night Football, January 3rd.
So, disclaimer on this one. I kind of previewed, Marcus, this question before the show started because I have a feeling this is going to rile him up a little bit.
Okay.
So, the 2014 season ended on an overturned call from a completed pass to an incomplete pass. What wide receiver was that caught the ball?
Des Bryant, and not only did he catch the ball, he pinpointed it, right?
Right.
He actually turned and lunged for a touchdown. Like he literally, and he took like 2 little steps. He turned. See, if Des is not a normal receiver, okay? If that was a normal receiver, they'd have caught it, right? And then be happy they caught it. They'd have brought it in, and they'd have just sat down. Okay, we're at the 1 yard line.
Right.
Des is trying to score every play, break tackles. It's his mentality, you know? And so he catches it, and he's not sitting down. He didn't he high pointed it. He could have just went like this and brought it into his stomach and said, okay, tackle me. Let me give you an example. Isaac Bruce, the great Isaac Bruce of the Rams, right? Wouldn't have done that.
No.
And he's a Hall of Famer. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Isaac Bruce would catch it, and he wouldn't have taken any other chances. He'd live to fight another day. He didn't want to get hurt. That's fine. But Des Bryant, in his mentality, high pointed it, turned, and actually lunged for the end zone. And then the ground caused the fumble. And then he recovered his own fumble.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Nobody touched him.
Yeah.
So not only was it a catch, Michael,
it's a touchdown. And then the Cowboys win that game, if I'm not mistaken.
And if Des Bryant, if that same play were to occur today, Cowboys be in the NFC Championship game. Now, there's a lot of things that happened in that game, DeMarco Murray had a clear 50-yard touchdown. There was nobody there in sight, and he was running with the football. And Julius Peppers reached out and made him fumble. Because Julius Peppers was actually being blocked really well by either Tyron Smith or one of our great offensive linemen. So when you're being blocked, I played the position. You're being blocked very well. What do? I reach for the running back. Maybe I can make him fumble. Maybe I trip him. Or I get my hands up, and maybe I can bat the ball down because I'm not getting the quarterback because this guy's blocking his ass off. I can't get there. So Julius Peppers being blocked, he reached out, and he made DeMarco Murray fumble. Green Bay got possession. If DeMarco Murray takes that to the house, we don't even have a Dez catch. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
We're winning the game going away probably. So that kind of sucked. If that happened today, Dez caught it. Everybody knows. Only the haters out there will tell you Dez didn't catch it, and they know good and goddamn well that if I asked them about their team, and if that was Julio Jones, an Atlanta Falcon fan would say he caught it. An Odell Beckham fan would say, oh, he caught it.
Right.
So, yeah, they're full of crap. Everybody knows he caught the football. And even, to be honest, Michael, even the refs know he caught the football. You know why? Because that ref said signaled right there. His knees hit. That ref actually made the wrong signal. That was a touchdown.
Yeah.
He lunged to the touch. But the ref made the signal, catch, and he's first down at the 1. So even the refs know. They had to get together and conference it and go, wait a minute. The rule book states that's not a catch. and they go, okay, overturned. So even the refs in their mind, if you were to interview them today, you know what
Yeah,
they would tell you? It's a
touchdown.
catch.
Yep.
Yeah, catch.
So
So
it it,
you got me
it
going there. You got me going.
yeah, I mean, like that was kind of the goal of that question a little bit. Like I didn't like I didn't mean to bring up like any PTSD or like anything
Yeah.
just like
Oh
that.
man.
But that just transitioned us into breaking down the Indianapolis
Okay.
Colts. We are sticking in the AFC South today.
Right.
We broken down the Houston Texans. You had them going what 11-5. I had them going 10-6. Uh, so pretty good, pretty fairly good to win a, division championship, but
Right.
possibly a team that's going to rival that winning percentage there is the Colts. So let's go ahead and
Right.
break them down. So week one, we both had them losing to the Chargers.
Yes.
That they're at LA. So that jumps us to week two, taking on the Tennessee Titans at Tennessee.
These first 2 weeks for the Indianapolis Colts are going to make or break their season. I know that sounds crazy because we're in September,
Mm-hmm.
but these are two swing games to me. If they were to actually win one of these games, these first two or both, I think they're in the playoffs. A slam dunk. But I have them going 0-2 to start the year off, and it's going to put them behind the 8 ball, and they could miss the playoffs. So I do have them losing to Tennessee.
Yeah, I had them losing as well because of the news that is starting to trickle down about Andrew Luck, about how he won't be ready for week one. He may not even be ready till like week five. So
Right.
that kind of raises red flags for me. If we were picking this game a month ago, and he was just missing training camp and not preseason season games, I probably would have picked the Colts to win this game. But I'm picking the Titans to win because of the news of Andrew Luck. I
Right.
don't think they can go into Nashville and win that game. So week three, they're back at home for their first home game, take on the Atlanta Falcons. We already picked that game. Actually, you had them beating Atlanta, and I
Right.
had them beating Atlanta as well, giving us a week four matchup versus Oakland, which we should have that as well. I don't have that marked for you. Let me.
Well, I have they're winning. They're beating Oakland at home. That'll get them back to a 2-2 record for me.
Yep. You do have them beating Oakland. You are 100% correct on that. Sorry about that. I missed that one. I have them beating Oakland as well, giving us a week five matchup. You have them losing to Kansas City. I had them losing to Kansas City as like a lock as
That's
well.
that's a night game at Arrowhead.
Yeah, not going to
That's it.
happen. So you
Yeah.
have them starting 2-3 on the season. Same as me. We have identical records here. Coming off the bye week, we had them both beating Houston, both beating Denver, giving us a week
Yeah.
9 matchup. Take on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh.
That's a loss.
I concur with that as well. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be a pretty good team. They have a lot to prove this season with losing Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
They're going to play with that chip on their shoulder all season. Week 10 matchup, we have them both beating Miami. Week 11 at home, taking on Jacksonville Jaguars.
I got Jacksonville.
I
No, wait,
have
I take that back. They're at home, right?
yes.
The Colts are at home. I'm taking the Colts. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what
Yeah.
I like. I had the green marker out. I was like, wait, I was
Yeah.
wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have them beating Jacksonville as well. I don't
Right.
think Jacksonville is going to be very good this year, unfortunately. You can have Nick
Right.
Foles or whoever you want as quarterback. The offense is still not very good.
Right.
Was that week number 12? We had them both losing to Houston. Week
And
13.
that's a Thursday night game against Houston. They're not beating Houston on a short week at Houston.
Yeah. Even if it was a full week, I don't think they're beating Houston
Right.
at Houston. So week 13, they're back at home, take on the Titans.
They'll beat Tennessee. I have Tennessee. I have Indianapolis winning.
Yeah, I had them beating Tennessee as well. I don't have faith in Marcus Mariota, Ryan Tannehill, whoever they have at quarterback. I don't have faith in that. Week 14, you have them losing to Tampa Bay. I have them beating Tampa Bay. Week 15, you have them losing to New Orleans. I had them losing to Saints as well. Week 16, you had them losing to Carolina. I had them beating Carolina, giving us a Week 17 matchup at Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I think they'll beat Jacksonville to save face here. Jacksonville will need this victory to get in the playoffs, and uh, Indianapolis will beat them. So I don't have Indianapolis making the playoffs, and it's partly because of the Andrew Luck situation and them. They're going to lose the first 2 weeks, and it's going to put them behind the eight ball.
Yeah, so you
Bad.
have them going 8-8. I
Yeah.
I have them going 8-8 going into this week 17 game here, but I have them losing, or sorry, 9-7, I should say, going
Right.
into that week 17 matchup. I have them losing
Right.
to Jacksonville in that final week, just because they've had to play so hard for so long to try to keep pace with the Houston Texans that they're going to have a letdown in week
Right.
17. Uh, and I don't think Jacksonville is going to be very good, but NFL teams love playing that spoiler role at the end of the year,
Right.
especially to a division foe. So that's why I had them losing that game. So
Yeah. No, so you have them at the end of the year. They have to win that game to get in the playoffs, and then they lose it.
yeah, they have to win that game to even have an opportunity to make
Right.
it to the playoffs.
So a wild
So,
card, and then
right.
you're having. So you have them. You're having. They're going to miss the playoffs, then, right? What you're saying?
Yeah, I had them at 9-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I had them
Yeah.
at 9-7. So depending on how the rest of the AFC shakes out, they're probably going to be that 9-7 team tied with three or four other teams battling for that final six spot, and
Yeah.
they're just outside looking in because of the losses to Pittsburgh. That Pittsburgh and
Right.
Kansas City loss are really going to hurt them. So
I mean, yeah, this is a big deal. Like the Andrew Luck situation. I mean, this is no joke. I mean, they everything hinges on this. Like, I mean, I
yeah,
know, yeah, Jacoby Brissett's a good football player. I mean, don't get it twisted. Now, I like the
he
guy.
will hold face for 4 games,
Yeah,
but
I
that's it.
like the guy. But you're talking about. I mean, and they don't even have a first place schedule. The Texans do. The Texans, but I mean, they're at Kansas City, at Pittsburgh,
Hmm.
at New Orleans. I mean, and that's pretty three. That's three big ones.
Right.
I mean that's. I mean, I've got them losing all three of those.
Same here. Yeah, and
Yeah.
just to add to your point here, I mean, like I know this is September and people bank on December and November games so much, but
Right.
their season can be made and break in those first 2 weeks. If
Yes.
they because if they start off 0-2 and they win the rest of the games that they should and lose the rest of the games that they should, they're still an 8-8 team.
Or
So
a 9-7.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. They could be 9-7. They lose those first two games.
hmm
I mean, that puts you. That could have been 10-6 or 11-5. Those first two games are huge. And then Chargers and Tennessee. Like to start on the road for two games and not have your home opener till September 22nd.
yeah.
The NFL didn't do them any favors.
Yeah, I don't think they have any chance of winning versus the Chargers, even with the healthy Andrew Luck. But that Tennessee game, week 2, that is almost a must-win game because you are battling for that division, and you win that one game. If you
Right.
based if you base your win loss of the schedule that I made, you are now
Yeah.
tied with Houston at 10-6.
Right.
But your only division loss is to Houston once. So
Yeah.
that might give you that edge to get first place there.
Yeah. I mean, to play at Pittsburgh, at New Orleans, and at Kansas City, and then and already to play at Tennessee, at Houston, and at Jacksonville. That's 6 road games that are killer.
Yeah,
That's really, to be honest, like they're playing against 6 really good defenses and Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and yeah. So that's pretty tough right there. Those 6 road games. I mean, so the other two. What are the other 2 road games? Are at Tampa
and Chargers.
and at, oh my God, at Charge. The easiest road game they have is at Tampa.
Yeah,
So I mean, the other 7 are like going to be knocked down dragouts. Like that's
and those 3 of those 6 that like you just named, you have Kansas City, the loudest stadium,
yeah,
Houston, second loudest stadium,
right.
and Pittsburgh. It's that time of year where the weather starts to change. It's going to be a little bit of crisp in the air. Is it going to be raining? Is it going to be snowing? That crowd's going to
And
be into it. Like
and, and
man,
they got Monday Night Football at New Orleans.
yeah, So
That thing's gonna be rocking.
so even with a healthy Andrew Luck,
Yeah, it'll be good.
that 9-7 record is a stretch. 8-8 might be a stretch. I mean, shoot. So
Yeah,
I mean, the NFL definitely did no favors for the Colts on the schedule whatsoever. And as a
especially
Colts fan, I would be kind of upset about it a little bit.
yeah, especially starting out their first 2 games on the road, so you get 2 people's home openers right off the bat,
Yep.
and you don't get your own home opener until 3 weeks in. That's wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have the Colts missing the playoff, or you think the Colts will miss the playoffs because you have them
Yeah,
go
I have
what
the
8
Colts
and
missing
8?
the playoffs because of the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
Now,
you have them
here's
go
the
8
thing.
and 8.
Like I'll put a disclaimer on it, like we just talked about. If they turn around and they do well in those first 2 weeks, they could make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But without Andrew Luck, they're not going to do well. I don't
Right.
think they can go into Chargers and beat them, and I don't think
Yeah.
they can go to a division rival in Tennessee and beat them either. So, with that being said, Marcus has them going 8-8. I have them going 9-6. I think we both have them missing the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
like as well. I mean, like I'll put it in the playoff simulator thing, and
Right.
because like that 9-6 for like me kind of, or sorry, the 9-7
Yeah.
kind of has me like, well, they could possibly be the outside, but like who really knows? Like at this point. So that's going to
Right.
be it for today's show, guys. Join us tomorrow as we break down the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their schedule is damn near filled out. We have about 5 or 6 games to really break down. So as we start breaking down these games or these teams more and more, the schedule has pretty much filled out itself. Like almost, there's only a couple games
Yeah.
there. So.
And
Playoff picture
25 days till kickoff.
Yeah, so we'll probably finish this schedule breakdown here in the next week and a half, 2 weeks,
Right.
and then we'll break down our playoffs side of things. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Join us tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on podcast. Have a good day.